This video is sponsored by Logic. LG's UltraFine lineup of displays feature a few 4 and 5K options that the company partnered with Apple on directly to help create a fantastic display that mirrors the experience that you'd get from using a Retina display on a MacBook Pro or even an iMac. The company also released a few other options with the UltraFine name attached to them that were a bit cheaper, but also didn't really carry over that same type of experience that you'd get from the Apple-influenced models. Today, we have the brand new LG 32-inch UltraFine Ergo monitor, and in this video, we're going to take a look at this new monitor from LG and see where it fits with the UltraFine monitor lineup and what it has to offer. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications whenever we share a video. One of the first things that should immediately pique your interest is the price. Some of the other UltraFine monitors, or even other LG monitors that don't have that name, but they're similar size and quality that we've checked out in the past, they retail for well over $1,000, but the Ergo comes in at only $699. The setup is super easy because one of the other main driving points about this display is in fact that it's extremely versatile due to the C-clamp used to mount the monitor to your desk. Once you get the monitor clamp down to the desk, simply attach the monitor to the back by sliding it onto the corresponding slots and clicking it into place. That's it. You'll immediately notice the insane levels in which you can extend, retract, swivel, pivot, tilt, and adjust height. Now, for example, you can swivel the monitor up to 280 degrees, which is crazy, and it also offers 25 degrees of tilt in both directions, and it can pivot 90 degrees if you need a vertical display option. This monitor clearly lives up to its name with the ergonomic design, and I'd be shocked if you couldn't find a comfortable position in which to use this monitor. I also love the fact that the monitor is kind of off-centered, or at least the monitor stand is off-centered. Depending on where you put it, it can be on the left or the right side, and it leaves a lot of space directly underneath the display for you to maybe tuck away your keyboard and mouse, or if you need to dock your MacBook underneath there, you've got plenty of room, and it gives it a really cool modern look. For ports, we have one USB-C port with power delivery up to 60 watts, which is most likely the go-to option for you MacBook owners out there, especially if you want that one cable option for both the 4K output and charging your Mac. But you'll also have one DisplayPort, 2 HDMI and 2 USB Type-A ports, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. I'd say one of the minor downsides here is that if you have a 16-inch MacBook Pro, this monitor might require a bit more charging power from something other than the monitor, especially if you're really pushing your machine during something like video editing or even streaming. You know, whatever kicks your fans on, you're not gonna be able to charge at the same rate you're losing power. And so I'd recommend maybe using your MacBook's charging cable and wall adapter that can offer up to 96 watts of charging, or maybe even a Thunderbolt 3 dock with higher USB-C outputs. Finally, as far as the 32-inch 4K HDR10 panel goes, it's good. I know that doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement, but I was just disappointed to find out that this monitor does not fit in that lineup of UltraFine monitors that offers up a Retina display-like experience. With that said, if you don't care about having that same level of high pixel density that you'd get from something like an iMac, then this monitor is just going to be perfectly fine for you. Compared to other monitors that I have used in this price range, or even higher price ranges and don't offer up a Retina display style, it's right up there in quality and color accuracy. It also offers up 1000:1 contrast ratio, 350 nits of brightness, and for you gamers out there, it's unfortunately not going to be the best option as it only has a refresh rate of 60 Hz with a 5 millisecond response time. Probably not an option for gaming, but definitely a great monitor for your work from home office setup, streaming content, or whatever you might be doing. I do love the size of the monitor. 32 inches is probably the perfect size for me, and most of you out there who want a large display but don't want to have to turn your entire head to see the left and right corners of it, it's definitely going to work out just fine. The insane ergonomics and adjustments that you can make with the monitor definitely helps make things more comfortable, and there's plenty of space to multitask. You get up to like 3 larger windows being open at one time, and it's great for video editing with that 4K resolution, being able to see a lot of my timeline and different panels to work in. Again, streaming content on YouTube, Netflix, Apple TV, etc. All of that is a really good experience. All in all, for $699, this is an excellent choice for really anyone out there, especially if you want the size, quality, and flexibility with this monitor. And really the only downside to me is that it's not quite an ultra-fine experience that we would get if we had one that they partnered with Apple. But that doesn't mean that this display is bad by any means. I really do want to stress that. I just personally prefer having that higher pixel density in what gives you the Retina display look. But again, it's really, really good compared to other monitors that are in this style. Before we end today's video, I do want to give you more information about today's sponsor, A-Logic. A-Logic has a new product out called the USB-C Super Dock, which is the world's first universal 10-in-1 dock that can work on both platforms, meaning Windows and Mac. This dock features two USB-C ports, one with 100 watts power delivery and the other for data only, two USB Type-A ports, two HDMI ports, a gigabit Ethernet port, SD and micro SD card slots, and even a 3.5mm headphone jack. The dock supports dual 4K displays, it's super compact and portable, and has a very premium look and feel to it. It's incredibly versatile and offers up tons of options for those content creators out there on the road looking for multiple ports and SD card readers, those who need to dock at home with their dual 4K display setups, or for those who just need to expand the ports on their Mac in order to not have to carry extra dongles with them everywhere they go. For more information about A-Logic and the new USB-C Super Dock, go ahead and click the link in the description down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.